Good evening, fellow Bond fans. I'm your host, The Collector. It's our next Wednesday watch-along, and this is the first one of the kind of the beginning of the whole 40th anniversary celebrations for the Bond franchise, centred around Die Another Day. There was multiple different programs, long and short, as you will see. But the first one to kick it off, it's a short one, so it's about 24 minutes. So I'm guessing at the time it was half an hour, and there's adverts. I've obviously cut them out by the looks of it, and it's called The Bond Essentials. So next film, I'm guessing it's what people wanted to see, or a highlight of what's come before, and perhaps a sneak peek, or perhaps a teaser trailer for Die Another Day. I don't know. I'm not too sure, because like I say, it's been a while. So let's see what it's all about, and maybe we'll see that old iceberg surfing sequence. Okay, folks, hang on to your hats. Let's see what this is.
Yes, this is ITV1 celebrating 40 years of James Bond.
Well, the essential ingredients for making a Bond movie are
the women, the guns,
the gadgets,
a
villain,
all the gadgets,
cars,
the ejector seat,
guns,
mystery and intrigue,
huge explosions,
money penny,
sex,
diamonds,
the evil doctor,
art,
the music,
Q&M,
ding 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 ding,
girls,
girls,
girls, the love scenes,
groovy locations,
sunny beaches,
drinking girls,
the cocktails,
few girls.
Lots of girls. Like I said before, all this behind the scenes stuff that we don't really get during the Craig era, or not very much anyway. Here we go.
Now pay attention, 007.
Desmond Llewellyn created this character of Q so many years ago, and for me as a young man growing up in the Bond movies, he was always one of the highlights of every Bond film. He was just the most magnificent character, Desmond, and he was a wonderful human being.
I've always tried to teach you two things. First, never let them see you bleed.
and the second?
Always have an escape plan.
He will be forever missed, I think, in the Bond movies. And now we have Mr. John Cleese. Something completely different.
He has to, take over from Desmond, and he has to become Q. And who better to do it than John? He did a fantastic job on this. He's both funny, and he drives through all his dialogue, and he's made the scene his own, really.
One pane, unbreakable glass, one standard issue ring finger. Twist so, voila. Ultra high frequency single digit sonic agitator unit.
You're cleverer than you look.
Still better than looking cleverer than you are.
I despise technology in all its forms. It's exactly like Desmond, and in fact exactly like Pierce. I can make very, very few things work. I've had trouble with ordinary pencils sometimes, and I'm not even talking about propelling pencils. So I'm really extremely badly qualified to play this role.
Everybody loves the Q scenes. Everybody wants to see what gadgets Bond's going to get and what Q might be up to. I think this time we've come up with a few interesting twists.
I think it's rather nice that we have gone back to having Bond's car with lots of weapons on board, which was first brought out, I suppose, in Goldfinger. It was a shotgun idea. The director was asking for shotguns to move with some form of motion sensing. We've used the idea of close-in weapon support guns. They were developed after the Falklands War to deal with low-flying incoming ordnance like Exocet missiles.
plus all the usual refinements, ejector seat torpedoes, target-seeking shotguns to shoot mobile objects. Why don't you acquaint yourself with the manuals? You'll be able to shoot through that in a couple of hours.
Just took a few seconds, Q.
It being the 20th Bond movie and the 40th anniversary, I said, why don't we fill one of these rooms with all the gadgets from old Bond movies? Everything we could think of, stuffed alligators from here. If you look closely, you'll see Rosa Klebb's shoe, there's the briefcase from Russia with Love, there's the jetpack from Thunderball. They're everywhere.
There are objects that I think represent almost every Bond movie ever made. It's been rather fun trying to say, well, what's that one from? Or which was that one?
This whole script is littered with echoes, which I think is quite wonderful. I think this will certainly be a memorable film for all the nods and winks to past Bonds. I think it's going to be one of the joys of watching this film. So for the aficionados, I think it'll be a treat.
With the old firing range any day, Quartermaster.
Yes, but it's called the future, so get used to it.
So, this is where they keep the old relics, then, eh?
I'll have you know, this is where our most cutting-edge technology is developed.
Point taking.
Must you touch everything?
Does this still work?
This is supposed to rival Ursula Andress, and I don't know. I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, you did. You definitely did.
Casting is everything in these, no matter how much action, how many gadgets, casting still carries these movies. So I said, well, what we need here is someone who's devastatingly beautiful, who can really act, and is going to be just like a magnet, you know, to people when they see this picture, you know. So I said, look, we should go for someone like Halle.
I was really surprised, you know, and I just laughed like crazy at first. And then I thought, are you serious? They really want me to be in the Bond movie? And then I was really excited. You know, I grew up watching Bond and sort of fantasizing about being in that world of mystery and intrigue and all the gadgets. So to have a chance to be a part of it is just like sheer fun.
Magnificent view.
It is, isn't it? Jacinta Johnson. My friends call me Jinx.
My friends call me James Bond. Jinx, you say?
Born on Friday the 13th.
You believe in bad luck?
Let's just say our relationships don't seem to last.
I know the feeling.
Jinx is very feisty. She's tough. And the way I describe her is she is the Bond equal. You know, she is the female Bond.
Halle is dynamite, I must say. I've got great respect for her. I think she's somebody who's come up through the ranks, somebody who's really proven herself now in the last couple of years.
Jinx?
So she's kind of on the top of her game, really, and she can go off and have a good old time in a movie like Bond.
I thought, how fun will it be? You know, gunfire, people running, mayhem, smoke, things blowing up, and then, you know, Bond and Jinx standing cool in the face of fire. That's what, you know, Bond movies are.
The pleasure of you in Iceland.
I'm afraid you'll never have that pleasure, Mr. Bond.
You get these letters from people who love the girls in James Bond, and you think, how lucky am I to get to add to this tradition?
They told me I got the job, and they told me I was doing it, and I came in and I said to everybody I was doing it, and it wasn't until I actually was doing it that I thought, bloody hell, go on. I'm making a Bond film.
Ah, Miss Frost.
I'll show you your room.
This is
Wonderful. Would you like to show me more?
There's an elegance to her, the way she holds herself. Got a lot of old-fashioned movie star qualities, I've noticed. Quite rare these days. Very Hepburn-esque or something. I'm not sure, but it's kind of like something I haven't seen for a while. Quite astonishing.
Unless you're playing Bond, you get one shot to be in a film like this. It's an institution like this, and you've just got to have fun. I mean, you have to. It would be rude not to.
Mr. Bond. I'm Miss Swift, Space and Technology magazine.
Really?
I take it Mr. Bond's been explaining his Big Bang Theory. Oh, yeah, I think I got the thrust of it.
These movies are always measured by who the strength of the villainy. The more powerful, more solid, the better actor, whatever, to go up against Bond makes it a better movie.
I looked at a lot of the old movies with sort of special attention to the last three, and you want to find out what everybody else did and try and bring something new to the game and not to kind of fall into any sort of set cliches.
I kept saying to him as a joke, I want this to be the best villain since Donald Pleasance, who's still a benchmark of great Bond villains, but I don't want him to be like Donald Pleasance, with a scar and a Nehru jacket, and you're stroking a cat, You want a new performance style of villainy.
Bond. And very dangerous.
When it really hit me was really doing scenes with Piers, when I first started doing scenes with Piers. It's quite throwing, actually. You suddenly think, my God, I'm opposite James Bond, this is really freaky.
Glad you could make it, Mr. Bond. How did you like my run?
Look like a man on the edge of losing control.
It's only by being on the edge that we know who we really are. Under the skin. Take your Donald Campbell. 1967, the Bluebird water speed record.
Huh. Campbell died on his return run.
Yeah, but he died chasing a dream. Isn't that the way to go?
I'd rather not go at all. I see you don't chase dreams, you live them.
One of the virtues of never sleeping, Mr. Bond. I have to live my dreams. Besides, plenty of time to sleep when you're dead.
He is very fine. He's very good. I think he's the best one yet. I think he's got a great character to play. There's a duality there. And he has a great sense of theatrical style to him, flair. If the baddie's great, then it just makes me better too. Makes Bond better.
Oh, look! Parachutes for the both of us! Whoops! Not anymore! You see, Mr. Bond, you can't kill my dreams. But my dreams can kill you. Time to face destiny.
I'm a child of Bond. I grew up watching James Bond at family events. I watched every single one at least 3 or 4 times. I had my own James Bond club with the kids in the neighborhood. Made him pull off our own stunts just to get in and get initiated. And it's amazing being here, just beyond my wildest dreams. My character is going to go through a very interesting transformation. Brings a lot to the table, so that Bond is going to have his hands full.
I've missed your sparkling personality.
How's that for a punchline?
Kill him.
The main unit shoots the actors, and we have to shoot the drama, and we shoot some small-scale action. Fist fights, shoot 'em ups. Bond runs down the corridor, walls blow up behind him. When it gets into massive action involving vehicles, aircraft, underwater, that's when the action units come into it.
So the bruises begin. This is war. wall-to-wall action, this film. I mean, they've jammed a lot in. It's really kind of 1.5 Bond movies in one.
The hovercraft sequence represents the first major action piece of the movie.
You think they're out of control without actually being driven in that way. That's how you drive them. Almost sideways. You go one way and then you have to think about 3 turns ahead and turn them again.
Initially we thought, oh, should we put hovercrafts on wheels and make it easier for ourselves, but it's a very unique look when you look at the way a hovercraft goes along. It sort of slips sideways and, you know, slews round, and you wouldn't have got that if we put them on wheels, so we decided to keep them true to what they were.
It's just like driving a car on ice, really. It's the only way I can describe it. You have to negotiate a corner at least 50 yards before you come to it. If you try and take the corner when you get on top of it, you just go wide, miles wide.
I last worked with them 20 odd years ago. You know, they were difficult then and they haven't got any easier, I must say. No, the guidance system is still as precarious.
How close was that? Bloody hell. Couldn't have got much closer.
When you look for the best surfers in the world, you usually find them. You know, the fraternity knows who they are. If you're going to do this stuff, you may as well hand it over to the guys that know how to do it.
Laird Hamilton is a fantastic athlete, and I guess he's one of the top surfers in the world. We wanted some big waves, and really one of the best places in the world to go for big waves is Hawaii.
The location that we've chosen for this shoot is a huge wave on Maui called Jaws, appropriately named just because it's a hungry wave and wants to eat you.
It's only natural that they come here and take Jaws because it's the most dangerous, biggest barrel in the world. And that just fits their script fantastically.
My friends and I actually kind of revolutionized big wave riding. We discovered a technique where we use jet skis to actually tow us onto the wave, and that allowed us to ride the biggest waves ever ridden, ride smaller equipment, and that's brought us a lot of attention.
Never do we get 3 on a wave. I mean, we've had 2, and sometimes that's questionable. So for these guys to be doing 3 on a wave is, in my eyes, absolutely insane. You know, especially with the helmets and stuff they're wearing, they've lost a lot of the peripheral vision that is key to surfing big waves and small waves.
The risk factors of taking a wipeout at Jaws are probably the worst wipeout you could do in your whole life, in your whole career.
Jaws is a dangerous spot. I mean, a few feet underwater can make all the difference in the world. You can either get a free ride back up to the surface because you get in a pocket where the water's going up, or if you're a few feet to the wrong side, you can get in a current that's going down and you might not see the surface for a long time.
Getting Bond, you know, James Bond in the tube, which is great. He does everything else, he might as well, you know, surf.
a great job. It's a fantastic role to play.
I know.
Bond. James Bond. It's been one of the best things that has happened in my life. You know, one of the most memorable times. The last 6, 7 years have gone with the speed of a flame, and it's been a great ride.
When Pierce became Bond, I really started to get involved in the stories more.
You're the guy that hates to be tied down.
He happens to be my personal favorite. The minute he walks on the set, he's Bond, you know, and he's sort of synonymous with that now. It's a real comforting feeling because he's so good at it.
Well, well, James Bond. Just in time for the fireworks. Let's get down to business.
We're at DEFCON 2. And if the North goes south, they're gonna go south big time. Don't just stroll through the world's biggest minefield.
Where's Graves?
In the middle of a North Korean airbase.
You're right where we can't touch him.
You can't. But I can.
I think we have a strong storyline this time. We have a very strong cast. And I think Lee Tamahori, you know, hats off to him. He's the one that's kind of pushed and pushed and pushed to make it grittier, to make it edgier, to give it that lovely touch of razor blades, so to speak, so it bristles. It has a punchiness to it.
Basically, you can do it however you like. You just can't, you know, there's some things you can't change. You know, Bond has to be Bond, he has to wear suits, the girls have to have the gadgets, there has to be some big action. It has to have lavish production values, it has to look expensive, be big. After that, you can do pretty much what you like.
Ultimately,
that's
the whole gig is a blast. It comes with lots of opportunities, but it comes with a huge responsibility as well. And it is like no other acting job, because it is such a love character. You want to give 110% every day.
The Bond movie is about acting, but also it's about action, and it's about this kind of, it's this unstoppable machine where poor old Peter, sometimes you get up every morning, run, jump, hang upside down, fall about, and every one of those things he has to be sharp on. He can't be dismissive of any of them. He can't go, oh no, I'm a bit tired now, I think I'll do this one half-heartedly. So I see he really got the balls to be James Bond.
Getting sentimental in my old age, but I feel a great sense of love for it, and it's also gone very quickly. People say, are you coming back? Would you want to do another one? And if they asked, I would say yes, I would like to do another one. They're quite special, these films. And when you're on a Bond set, again, there's no other set like it in the world.
Don't forget, Russell Watson introduces a tribute to 007 in the shape of themes and soundtracks. Songs of Bond tonight at 9:15.
And that'll be the video next week, guys. Wow, how about that? Literally no commentary whatsoever, just pure facts about, if you like, what was coming, what's been before, what people want, and just plain and simple. And it was quite ironic. I forgot about that bit there at the end where he's asked sort of thing, if they asked me back for another would I, and he happily said he would, and they did, and he accepted, and then the whole Casino Royale thing came about, and he was essentially dumped pretty poorly in my opinion, but it's unfortunately not the first time an actor's been treated not ideally in terms of coming back again, or missing out on a second or a third film. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. Short and sweet, just under, like I say, 24 minutes. And I hope you fine folks enjoyed it too. So cheers to that. But also poignant, that little reflective piece from Pierce about Desmond. And again, when you think about it, I thought John Cleese did well in Die Another Day. His role in The World Is Not Enough was pretty short, to be fair. Kind of that introductory episode to him, but he developed some more in Die Another Day. It would have been nice to have seen what kind of dialogue he'd got for Bond in the next movie, but obviously it wasn't meant to be, it didn't happen, so there's no use kind of what if-ing, if you like. So, but I sincerely hope you enjoyed it. The next one, as ironically the information said, is Songs of Bond. Well, that's the thing, you see. Multiple programmes about Bond when there was a new film coming out, or literally the week that it was released. So, but we didn't really get much of that. And you see more clips of behind the scenes of the making of, you know, people having fun or outtakes, messing about. It's just great to see. And whenever the new movie starts filming with Amazon MGM, I sincerely hope that there's like these little documentaries, if you like, being recorded again for like special features and what have you, and like independent broadcasters, whether it's the BBC, well in the UK anyway, the BBC, ITV, Sky, Virgin, networks around the world, you know. Yeah, I really hope they bring that back, because it's so like underdone in the Craig era, I feel. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's watch along. I certainly did, especially when Halle Berry came out of the water. That was a toasting moment with me boring cup of tea. But leave a like, a share, a follow, word of mouth, subscribe, and this is the Collector signing off. I will see you fine Bond fans next Wednesday. Take care everybody, love to you all, keep out of trouble.